Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to ask the question, I have my question right here. What opportunities are underlying your Twin Flame challenge? So we're going to ask what opportunities are here for you, and we're going to ask a few decks here and get some answers. So let's go ahead and move this down a little bit so we can see the decks a little bit better there. All right. So let's ask this deck. What opportunities are underlying the challenge for Twin Flames? Let me get myself out of the picture. Okay. So what opportunities for the collective here? What are the opportunities underlying the challenge of the Twin Flame journey? What's the opportunities here? What's the opportunities that we're not seeing? We'll pull three cards. What are the opportunities? What are the opportunities for the collective? What's the opportunities here that are underlying this Twin Flame challenge? Twin Flame journey challenge. What's the opportunities? Okay, interesting. So we have compromise. So compromise came out along with awareness reversed, along with aloneness reversed. I love this. Okay, so what I'm getting from this little batch here is that you're learning to, first of all, compromise. So what does that mean? So if you're thinking that there's something that's unfair, right? Something's not going the way you want it to go. You're learning to make compromises here. So it's almost like a type of unconditional love that you're having, where it's like, and that's really needed for any relationship, right? Is to compromise. It's like that for everyone, right? It's almost like you go out there and everything seems so polarized, right? In this polarized society, you're learning to compromise and say, you know what? I'm just going to have compassion for everyone and compromise so that, we all get along. Okay, the other opportunity here, which I love, is the awareness reverse. So what this is telling me, there's this inner awareness. So if you see this picture, the reason why to me it's reversed is because it's inner, it's not outer, it's an inner awareness. So it's almost like when you're willing to instead of paying attention to what's going on outside of you, and almost like you forget about what's going on in the outside part of the Twin Flame journey, and then you go within, and all of a sudden all these answers are exposed and you realize, oh Lord, I had this soul inside of me this entire time. That's what I'm getting from this picture. It's almost like you don't even realize, like you think you're, you're this person, but you realize you're the avatar, and that there's this soul inside of you that is desperately trying to reach you. And so when you go within, all of a sudden you're having this awareness of something, a whole other dimension that you didn't even know existed. And then this is great, right? Aloneness reverse. And then you're realizing there is no aloneness. There's no such thing as aloneness, because look. So it's almost like what they're saying is what they're telling me. They're saying once you figure this out, when you figure out that you're never alone, that's when you won't get blocked from this. Because many of you are being blocked from this because you're focusing on aloneness. Okay, now you're focusing more on I'm not with someone, or I'm not with the person. Okay, so once you come to this conclusion that I am not alone, and I am actually oneness, I am always oneness, and you really start enjoying your own, company, and you start really enjoying those conversations with your inner self and your soul and spirit, that's when, this starts to happen. Whoops. That's when this starts to happen. So right now it's like that. Okay. And then all of a sudden you realize, hey, there's an inner world. I'm not lonely. Or Yeah, so you know what else they're telling me? They're saying that it's like they do it on purpose, right? So there's a purpose. Sorry, you know what? There's a glare here, and I know exactly what it is. It's from the light and my notebook here. So let me move that. Sorry about that. There was a glare with that. The light, I think that was the glare. Maybe this is the glare too. Just seems kind of like it's a glare or something. So what they're telling me is that basically they're blocking stuff outside of you so that you can come to this conclusion. So you know how back in the day it was normal to be distracted outside yourself, right? That was a norm. Is normality a word? It was just your normal everyday. You need people, you need groups, you need to be with someone. That was just, that's the way it had to be, right? And so it's like now you're being blocked from this, especially with what's going on out in society. There's some kind of what's the word they use when they're being quarantined, I guess. So and it was almost led on purpose by your soul to help you go within and realize that you know you're really not alone. Okay, and you don't look outside of yourself for that wholeness. Okay, it's when you go within you realize there's wholeness, and then of course that way you're not relying on other people. In that way, obviously we're not an island, right? Obviously we need people in our lives, but in a way where it's kind of like not, you know, where they're really needed. It's just more like, oh, I want to have someone to go drinking with, that type of thing. And it's like, no, I'm here like on a Saturday night, like you go within. I remember that was one of the very first things that was blocked in my life, and that I was pretty much told, no more going out on Saturday nights. And I did it for months to really go within and to really have cultivate this relationship with my soul inside of me. That was the first step for me, and it just really opened up my world to the point where I just love being home by myself. It's gotten to that point, and I don't feel like I'm by myself because I'm having these crazy, awesome, interesting conversations with my soul, where it's just like I'm having all these epiphanies, and I'm just like, what? And I can't wait to call my daughter. I got 11:11 on my clock over here. Oh, that's that right there is. Oh my God, I have 1:11 right here on my computer. There's confirmation for you. Yes, yes. So this is a huge opportunity for you as twin flames, for this to happen, to realize there isn't such thing as loneliness. It's being blocked by you on purpose. Um, and then compromise can mean a couple of things. It also can mean compromising with your soul, because your soul's like, well, I need you to have this type of life. And you know, and you're used to a different type of life, right? You're used to that third dimensional type of life, and your true twin flame, which is your soul, is asking you to, you know, hey, we're ready to take it up a notch. We're ready to live in more of a fifth dimensional life. And so it's good to start compromising with that and saying, let me see what baby step I can take to make that happen. All right, let's just do a couple of more. Let's do one card from here. What else? What other opportunities are here that are underlying your challenge of your twin flame journey? Let's do one card from the map deck. Okay. Yep. Coming of life reversed. So again, it's almost like okay, so obviously there's a challenge here with the twin flame journey where, okay, I feel a bit stuck or I feel a bit blocked, right? It's always blocks, right? And so you don't really feel like you don't really feel like you're coming to life, or nothing's coming to life. And there's a reason for this. And the reason is that, oh, right over here, again, it's like you're being grounded right now for a reason. They don't think it's anything you're doing wrong. The soul is blocking you. The soul is blocking certain things that would normally happen, certain situations that would normally turn out in a different way are being changed to help change you, to change your awareness of everything. Okay, and let's just grab one from this deck. What other opportunities are here? Yeah, so just grounding a bit here. I know it sounds kind of boring, but trust me when I say it's not. When you start to go into this inner world, it's a whole different path that will really open your eyes to something that you didn't even know existed. You will learn things, and you'll have such new perspectives on things that you never even knew. And you can have such peace in your life when you do that. Okay. Everything will, yeah, you'll just feel peaceful. That's why I can describe it. Okay. What other opportunities are here that are underlying the Twin Flame Journey challenges? Okay. That's funny. Yep. So this is going to happen. So in this sense, this is how we kind of feel, right? When we are feeling a bit lost, when we're feeling a bit abandoned, we tend to say, just back off. We're just kind of over it. We're just like, I'm so sick of being hurt, or, leave me alone or whatever. This is quite normal, but this is what will start to happen. Like I said, you will start to feel a bit more peaceful once you start to cultivate this relationship with your soul. And another thing that they're telling me, which is kind of odd, is that it's almost like you're going to stop telling your soul to back off, because it's almost like when you do distract yourself with, and it's not always a distraction, but when you spend too much time with outside third dimensional things, it's like your soul feels like you're telling it, or he, she, or it, whatever you want to say, to back off. And then you'll start to like not do that, where it's like, okay, soul, I'm ready for you now. I'm ready to have a relationship with you. But right now, the soul is being told to back off, right? Because maybe you're not ready or whatever. Okay, so let's pull one more of these cards. What other opportunities here underlying the Twin Flame journey? What other wonderful opportunities are here for everyone with this Twin Flame journey? Oh, interesting. Yeah, so what I'm getting is because your vibration will get higher, whatever you're wishing for will come true. It will come in. This is what they're saying. It's like, yeah, you don't think so, but once you start focusing in on your inner world and you really do have joy with yourself, and you're focusing inside of yourself and on yourself, and you're not feeling like this, you're not feeling like that, and you're not feeling like that. Not feeling lonely, right? Um, you're feeling more up. What's the word? Just fulfilled and content, and like almost like in love. Like what does that mean? Like in love, like in love with yourself, in love with the world. It's like the world is for me. No matter what happens, you're like, what, this is happening for me, which is really hard to do when you're in the third dimension. When you're in the third dimension, you really are supposed to be more in that role of the world is against me. Like that is the norm. And that is the role we play, right? But when you get to the fifth dimension, it's more like the world is for me. And so when you start doing that, all your wishes will start happening, which is beautiful. And then we'll do one more card. What other opportunities are here? What other opportunities? It's so funny because what they're telling me is that the reason why I stopped talking before was I'm looking at this, and it's almost like at oneness. If you take this, it's oneness, right? So that's what they're saying. It's like, don't focus on that. It's the all oneness. All oneness. No such thing as aloneness. It's all oneness. They just brought that to my attention as I was talking before. Okay, and one last card of opportunity. Any other opportunities underlying? So the reason why sometimes they're reversed, the cards, is because we're saying it's an underlying. It's not quite in your vision yet. It's underlying. The opportunities are underlying. They're coming in. underlying opportunities. Here's another one that came out reversed. And this says being love. Exude love in all that you do. Oneness like attracts like, unconditionally loving self, right? So that came out reversed. So again, it's underlying. It's like how to be love. You're learning how to be love. You're not really learning how to give love or receive love. It's just more of a different dimension. It's more of a being love. In the third dimension, you kind of already learn how to give love. You kind of learn how to receive love. It can be difficult at times. Don't get me wrong. But in this dimension, it's more being love. It's more about love cannot be taken away from me. There's no taking away love. It's just always there because I am it. I'll even say this. Hello. I'll even say this when something bad happens, because if I'm going to say I'm oneness, I don't get to be just oneness with the good. I'm also oneness with the so-called bad. And so if something bad happens, I'll have to say I am that. I am constantly doing that. Every time I'm like, oh, gas prices are really high. I'm like, wait a minute. I am the high guy. I am the high gas prices. It's happening for me. I don't know why it's happening for me, but in this dimension, I just know things are happening for me. Sometimes it's really out of my realm of thought as to why something is for me, but I have to remember that it's for me for a reason. Maybe it's to keep me from driving so much and to be home. I don't know. But there's always a reason for it. So this is, again, just unconditionally loving yourself, right? So it's not easy to do. So I always recommend releasing trapped emotions. That's just me. I couldn't do it until I did that first. I had to release trapped emotions before I could literally love myself. Because it was too much inner child work, too much shadow work I had to do first. It was just, I couldn't just sit there and say, okay, I unconditionally love myself. No, I had to do something. There was a step. I had to do a step, and I do it every day, actually. Every day I release trapped emotions, every single day. But anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. I do teach on the emotion code. I do one-on-ones. I do, if you're interested, you could just email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com. I just do life coaching, I do healing, and obviously card readings. I'm a mentor, whatever you want. Just email me if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.